I genuinely want to know what you think of Grim Fandango.
So yeah, I got most of the way through Grim Fandango. I'm still gonna beat it because it's a really game. I'm not gonna spoil my thoughts just yet. It's a really game. But no, it's a really good game. I love point and click games, and I always forget it because I think that's mostly because a lot of point and click games are, oh my god, they're like you're pixel hunting, or you have to have this like insane alien logic that like no rational sane person would ever think to do.
Right, they're like the original Dark Souls. Like it's like, oh, you didn't know to roll through this wall to get this bonfire? No, I didn't know to walk over here and talk to this seagull that just so happened to swallow a sword, and that's how I get my sword. Like, what?
Yeah, exactly. You would never. It's like, it's stuff that you would think that this is why they make gaming guides. You know,
right.
So like, you would have a secret for them to put in there, but. I did have there were a couple moments where I'm like, I would never have done this. But maybe that's also just a time thing, but you could say that about all of them. But anyways, I really like Grim Fandango. I remember my first exposure to this game was like years ago. I was like, oh, I heard that's a really good game. And so I like started watching a part of a Let's Play because, I was a kid. And I remember like part of year one, and I was like, this seems like really interesting, and like going into like the forest and everything.
Yeah.
Like, this is totally taken a direction I did not expect whatsoever.
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's really that's what I like the most about it, because it keeps you guessing, and it's like it's obviously like the huge like crime noir drama.
Yeah.
But it doesn't purely it sticks to that, but in the wider scope. But like I feel like any other game, if they did something like that, year two would be the entire game, or the entire game would feel like year two, you're in that position, and like you're some people in the mob or whatever, and you're going around and like solving little mysteries for the big mystery. But no, it just it goes crazy. It gets when like the ship gets cut in half and you're at the bottom of the ocean. Firstly, I never even thought about that. I'm like, what if they just were at the bottom of the ocean? They are skeletons, they would just sink right down.
Right.
And there's like that little dude walking around with the lantern, and he sees like the sea monsters. It like cuts to them. I like, in the wider perspective of like what's going on like around them, not just seeing it on the screen. I'm like, damn, that's kind of scary. That's like kind of terrifying.
I love the world building and the thought of like, hey, let's take like the Day of the Dead, but it's also like a noir. It's like it let off a light bulb in me. Like, damn, why didn't anybody else think of this? Kind of like how Cowboy Bebop or like Samurai Champloo is like two cool things mashed together, and then it's like, why hasn't anybody done this before?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I wouldn't have thought that like, the Day of the Dead and like a noir thing. That just I don't know. But the way it's done, I think it's all in the execution.
Oh yes, yes.
Like the character designs, like Manny, he's great. I love Manny. He's kind of like I don't know, he feels like a mild sociopath. Like he's like, you can tell he's a good guy, but he's kind of fucked up. He doesn't fuck up. I mean,
yeah. The only real good thing he's trying to do is literally the whole game tracking down this woman to be like, oh, I kind of made you have a shitty deal walking this you weren't supposed to. So I'm gonna find you and make it right, even though it's like now you have to walk this treacherous journey that takes fucking forever. Hence why you need a travel agent in the first place.
Right. I mean, I didn't really think about that. It's like, he's making the journey himself as well.
And anybody can make that journey to go to purgatory to see if you go to heaven or hell or you get reincarnated or whatever. But it's so perilous that most people, they're just like, I'll just live here. And then figure it out. And so that's what he does.
Yeah, and you got a whole mafia like running the scenes behind it all.
Because when people die and you're kind of in this weird kind of hellish thing, why wouldn't there also be bad people that are just sticking around to control everything?
No, absolutely. That makes a lot of sense. I don't know, it's really, I mean, it feels like a classic like Double Fine game, just in the writing and everything, and I really appreciate that. And I like how Domino, I like how he's clearly like against you, at least for most of the game. I can't say for certain at the end, but like there's never a point. I really like how he was written, because he never takes the bait, and he like stays cool, calm, and collected, and he's always like treating Manny like he's his friend, even though he's clearly not.
Right.
And really like all of it. I think I feel like I should say this because like when I started playing it, I had the flu. Like the worst flu of my life.
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah. And I got this thing on my computer so I can like stream games or essentially stream my desktop. Thank you to like other devices where I can download like the app to access it. And I did that on my 3DS. So I'm sitting on the other end of the house playing Grim Fandango on my 3DS.
On your 3DS is insane.
Yeah, it was really hard because the resolution's so low. So sometimes I couldn't see things. I'm like, what am I supposed to do?
Oh.
Yeah. And because of that as well, I think really also having like a fever of 102 contributed to this. But like, I literally spent like at least half, if not like 3/4 of year one not realizing that there was a run button. So the whole time I'm like,
so you're like, damn, I gotta go get more balloons. I fucked up, and you gotta walk over to the guy.
Yeah, I'm like, this is a really big garage. I don't know why. Why does it take me 5 minutes to get across the screen?
I feel like with the year one, with the whole like what you have to do with the forklift or with the balloons and stuff like that, where you kind of think a little bit differently. I think that perfectly sets up the type of thinking you need for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And it's like it gives you enough options to be like, okay, let me like run down everything that's available to me. Like it's not immediately apparent, but it's still like if you're wrong, there's only so many other options. You know, you don't have like a huge area to comb. Now, like getting into year two, it's like, there's a lot. Oh man, here's a general idea of what you need to do, how that's going to be done, where you're going to go to do that. Completely up in the air. You just got to figure it out.
Not to mention, what on my second playthrough, what messed me up in year two was I did everything. I did absolutely everything, and it wasn't triggering what I needed. And then I realized the sailor in the beginning that tells you the stuff, you have to talk to him more. I had to talk to him more, so I didn't trigger it to like. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Because I was like, "I'm pretty sure I did everything. I'm pretty sure."
Oh my god! Yeah, so you have to be thorough. You have to like comb over everything. Which, if you're like, I did use a guide in a couple parts, just to keep me on the right track.
I got you.
Like, if you didn't, I mean, yeah, you're literally just going, like, exhausting all of your options.
I had a perfect time with it being, like, maybe just because I was in the right mindset and I was playing it kind of in one playthrough, that I was like, oh, these guys at the poetry thing, they're talking about a revolution. I was just talking to a revolutionary. Like, I got a message from that dude. Here you go. Damn, you're really with it. All right. And I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. No, yeah, things like that make sense, you know. But, like, taking the what is it, like the dirty sink water and then like putting it in the dude's booze so he can get knocked out?
Yeah, get knocked out.
I didn't know that would knock him out.
Yeah, and then he's like getting a tattoo. He's getting a tattoo and then he gets knocked out and then you're like, oh, you need another sailor? I'm your man. Yeah. I'm right here. I'm your man. Yeah. I don't know. It was long and it took me a bit, but I didn't struggle with year two as much as I could have.
Right. Well, damn. Well, that's... I don't know. Maybe like the way I think about some of this stuff, it's like I don't know. It's like because I think about it so logically. I don't know. That kind of messes me up because you have to like. It's like there's still a logic to it.
Yeah.
But it's like you gotta.
It's still goofy.
Instead of right. It's a little whimsical. You know, it's a little up in the air. But no. Oh yeah. How could I not talk about Glottis?
Oh man, I was just thinking about Glottis. I was like, when can I bring up Glottis?
Yeah, like he's the best part of the game. He really feels like your buddy.
When you meet him, I thought he was just like another demon. And it's like, okay, then I'll be away. And he's like, no, he's with you the whole time, bro.
Yeah. He's in it for real. And I knew they didn't kill him off. I knew he didn't die. Right. You know, when Domina opens the trapdoor and everything. I'm like, yeah, he's hanging on a thread. He's living on a prayer. But yeah, I continued to be surprised. It's just a range of emotions playing through Grim Fandango, and I'm really excited to finish it. I feel like I wanted to talk about the kids in the cage.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, when I was playing it, I can't remember what he said, but he said something like, like, I'm gonna beat you or something. I don't know. Oh no, he was threatening to saw their bones off with a bone saw or something, and they just kept crying for 5 minutes straight. I had to leave the room and come back.
Yeah.
And I thought that was really funny. But also like I wasn't expecting this. I thought like I don't know, like we were talking about, the world is like really fleshed out and everything. Like that scene in year 2 when he's walking like by the railing and he like hears someone's voice in the fog, and he sees like that raven with like a person's head like turn at him, and like, you know, it scares him and he flies away. I thought that was like in his head a little bit, and then later, like, you know, they're saying like whoever was there before, they were like doing experiments and they made like, you know, ravens with like people heads and stuff. I was like, oh
yeah,
oh, it's actually a thing.
There's a lot of like, and they don't. What I love about it is there's so much world building or so much implied in the world that they don't really stick on for the most part. You know what I mean? They're like trying to get the winning ticket, and it's like, oh, okay, you have horse races, but it's the Mexican spirit animals, and it's like that's just a thing that is happening in this world, and we're just gonna keep going. There's huge monsters at the bottom of the ocean, and you can have okay, hold on. I don't know how far you gotten. I don't want to spoil nothing. I'm
at the point where like Manny is like working in the you know, we're on the island at the edge of the world.
Okay, so you're at the edge of the world. I'm like, there's literally a fucking edge of the world.
Yeah.
And it's like, why is there an edge of the world in the place before you get to purgatory? Like, they're just doing whatever, and it's like, okay, all right.
Yeah, and it's like grounded enough that you buy it. Like, you don't really question it. Yeah, it's just like, okay, I mean, yeah, it's like, why would I know about this like in between world?
Yeah, huge flaming death beavers that are just building dams. Like, okay, they're here.
Yeah. That that one was a little weird. But yeah, no, I was really surprised at the way that it went. I'm sorry, how come like every year he's like, yeah, I'm really that guy. What's that? Like, it's been a year. I got a booming casino.
Yeah,
this is popping.
It is.
Me. Like, oh, what's that? It's been a year. I'm captain of this ship now.
Yeah,
this is my crew. It's incredible. He's like the poster boy for like getting shit done.
Yes.
You know?
He's like he's a little, you know, little self-centered, a little just a little bit kind of shitty, but it's when it comes to it, it's just like, okay, at the end of year 1, and you're just like, oh, I'm just here, and then year 2 starts, and you just have a casino, and it's like, how did this happen? How did you make this happen? Yeah. But he just makes it happen. He makes the best of his situations.
It's beautiful, and you know, I think there's a lot to be learned there.
Yeah.
I know. I've been talking about this. Just this is one thing that popped in my head. In year 2, when you're like risen up like the security officer.
Yeah.
Just for her fucking metal detector. Mm-hmm. That it's moments like that where it's like, Manny.
He could be running this shit, but he sometimes he does, but it's just, he has so much character, so much like suaveness, but also like, when you see him shoot his shots or play the game, it's like, how did you get to this point? You must have like the heart of the cards or something, because everybody is skeptical and doubts you, but you still get it done somehow.
Yeah, and he just figures it out.
Yes,
nothing that stops him.
Yeah, he's risen up baddies, but he's still like, I still gotta help this chick. Do you love her, sir? Mm-hmm. Love is for the living. Anyway,
for the love of the game.
Yeah, he's in it for the love of the, like, Manny knows ball. He's such a great character, and no matter what, Glottis is right next to him.
Absolutely.
Doing the damn thing too.